Welcome to the No Dress Code Pod, where we keep it real, celebrate Black excellence, and dive into the things that matter most. Tune in, vibe out, and let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of the No Dress Code Pod. I'm your favorite host, as well as your favorite hoochie, legs out, not open, Bree. And if this is your first time listening, or if you're a returning guest, then you already know what to say because you already know how I feel about you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because without you, where would I be? Now, before we get into today's episode and before we get into our mental health check-in, you already know what I'm going to say. Today is what? That's right, Wednesday. So that means what? That's right. Say Fridays work for Monday because Monday is never guaranteed. Now, this is coming from somebody who was unconventionally employed. So do with that information what you may. But when I was employed and I was working in the corporate world, I say Fridays work for Monday. Because if I lost my job Friday, y'all was gonna have that job posted ASAP. You was gonna have that job posted before you even told me I was fired. So say Fridays work for Monday. We gotta do a mental health check-in. Drop it in the comments and let me know how your week has been. Now, I'm hoping and praying that you're having an amazing week. But if you're not, there's nothing I could do for you in this moment, but continue to speak it over you and pray that your week going forward is amazing. And maybe somebody in the comments can, turn your week around. Drop it in the comments. You never know. Maybe somebody can turn your week around. As far as me and my week has been okay. I don't think I really did much that I can think about, which obviously means I haven't done much. So I did get my ear flushed out, you guys, because I told y'all I couldn't hear out my ear. Turns out I couldn't really hear out of both ears, but the left ear was the worst. So I did get my ear flushed out, so I'm able to hear again. I obviously took my braids down because, like I said, the last episode was going to be my last episode with them braids in. Because they were starting to look a little raggedy. Okay, I had no choice; I had to get rid of them things. But today is, well, when this episode airs, today will be October 1st. And that's the countdown to your girl birthday, okay? Because your girl's birthday is, drum roll, please, October 11th. I was born October 11th. I almost told y'all everything, but, I don't need y'all reading my birth chart. But just know I was born October 11th. And so my birthday's around the corner, which means as far as my goal goes, I have that around the corner as well. Last time I took on the scale, I want to say it was about 12 or so pounds away. So last time I weighed in, I was about 12 pounds away. I can only weigh in on workout days, and I only work out Monday through Friday. I have been continuing my run, although I was kind of dropped off the first 3 days of this week. But I did finish up strong on Thursday and Friday. So, I'm trying new things. I'm trying to be consistent. So I have been, again, trying to continue with this run. I am doing my best to stay consistent. So as far as my week has been, that's kind of how it's been. It's been no real highs other than me getting my hearing back. No real lows. It's just been consistent. Well, I shouldn't say no real lows because that is actually what leads us in today's episode. I know I came on this show last year about this time, or maybe even before, and I know I've spoken on it throughout the year, that for the most part, I deal with seasonal depression. And my season hits harder starting around September leading into October and drops off February-ish. By March, I'm usually defrosted. I'm ready to go. Your girl is back, right? As far as just wanting to, just accepting being around people. And not, So I honestly have been thinking to myself, like this past season, because I thought I would like in August, I thought I would like start to slowly drift away and like not want to be around people as much because that's usually how it happens. And then by September, it's full blown like, okay, I know I'm dealing with something. This one has been different. I haven't really felt that urge, felt that feeling this year, but I want to say acknowledge that I have been in a funk. And I want to distinguish the two. I'm in a funk, I'm not in a depression. Um and I'm in a funk because like I mean, we all have shit going on, right? Life is going life. No matter what, as long as you have breath in your body, baby, life is going life, right? So life has been lifing. Um, I am currently at a stage in life where, like I said at the beginning, say Fridays work for Monday, and that I am unconventionally employed. So do with that information what you may. Unconventional employment has been great. Don't get me wrong. I've been unconventionally employed since May of 2024. Um, we're obviously in, by the time you hear this, October of 2025. I personally don't want to go back to anybody's office. Um, Although I am applying for jobs, I personally don't want to be in anybody's office. I don't. I would love another remote job, not call center, but I would love another remote job. I'm very much a I like to be by myself type of person. So remote me if you can. But with that being said, it's just like I love what I do. I love my podcast, Love It Down. Um, I love NDC Baked Goods. I just need my finances in these departments to match to be consistent. It doesn't even have to match anything. I just need my finances in these departments to be consistent. I feel like the one that obviously is going to probably, I shouldn't say obviously, but the one that I feel like is going to be more consistent faster is probably NDC Baked Goods. Um NDC, we're still working on that. We're still working on the finances on that part. But I currently, okay, so if I'm being honest, because I never really updated you guys and told y'all nothing. Not that it was a secret, but I wanted to see how things went first. I am still currently unconventionally employed, but I have 3 side hustles that I manage. And one of them is consistent. One of them is consistent work, one of them is consistent payments, one of them is consistent. I need more, but it's consistent and I can't complain about that. And then the other 2 are of course NDC Baked Goods and NDC. Baby, NDC Baked Goods need y'all to, we need y'all to start purchasing more. Okay. We do whatever it is you need us to do, we do. I was gonna wait till the weekend, but then I thought about it and I have free will and there's really no need for me to wait till the weekend when it's not like I have anything stopping me from doing it during the week, you know? So I have decided that I want to start practicing more on things that would benefit NDC Baked Goods. Um, and therefore would possibly get more content like practicing buttercream, practicing piping, practicing designs because Lord knows I don't know how to do none of that. I don't know how to do none of that. And I feel like the competition gets steeper and steeper every day. Now I am a firm believer in what's for me is for me and nobody can take what's for me. but I got to be able to work for what's for me as well. Like, I 100%, I will say it now, I'll say it again, I'll say it as many times I need to say it, people understand. I appreciate not having to clock in on anybody's clock. Like, I appreciate not having to really answer to anybody when it comes to business wise, right? I appreciate not having to deal with things I don't want to deal with that are not good for my mental health, that are not good for my physical health, that are not good for just me in general. Which is why I love my 3 side hustles right now. And as much as I run NDC like a business, like if you were to be involved, um, it just does not produce finances right now. So although it is my main source of although it is my main source of work, right? It just does not have the finances. I also have another side hustle. Like I said, I do once to twice a week, and that does pay me consistently. Um, it is not paying me enough to cover all my bills, but it pays me enough to have some time to breathe. I think honestly, if I did not have this side hustle, I would be in a depression. It's probably the one thing that is keeping me from it right now because it is the one thing that is supplying consistent income. NDC Baked Goods did have a good week, like a week or two ago. We had cupcake, we had the bake sale, we had bagels, like we had a good time like 2 weeks ago. But that is not consistent enough for me. Right. And I'm not trying to buy a mansion off no NDC Baked Goods, but if I could, then baby, I would. But I'm not trying to buy a mansion. I'm just trying to support myself, and I'm not saying that in a way that, um, you know, makes you feel sorry for me. But if it makes you want to go ahead and order, you could. It would make me feel better. It would. It would make me feel so much better. But that's not me begging for orders. But like I said, I'm always promote myself every chance I get. So it's just had me in a funk. Like I've thought about it, and I'm like, I have never in my life, like never in my life, been in the position I am in right now. And I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to deal with it. I'm not in a depression, so we can go ahead and just notify that one. It's not a depression, it's just a funk because I'm not thriving. I am for sure in survival mode. Um I want to say the only thing honestly keeping me sane is that one side hustle that does bring in income in the gym because it gives me a moment to where literally nothing else matters. Nothing else matters but this exact moment. Am I fighting or am I not? Um and then of course my podcast, but like as far as just the clarity. So that's why also honestly, I did not expect to get on this show today and really bring y'all in my business like this. That was a last week episode. And honestly, like I said, I intended to talk about something else, but I just couldn't get it to flow. I couldn't put into words how and why. So I have started to compile a list of things that these men I never been with have they have drugged me down to doing, Right. They brung me down to their level. Now, the list I'm compiling is literally only stuff I've done. It's not stuff they've done to me. Although I could produce a whole episode on things that they've done to me. But this show about me is my accountability, and yeah. So um I am currently working on that list, but for now, like the last episode wasn't all I wanted to put, like all I wanted. But consistency is key, and every episode needs to be put out. Um, Also, this one, when I was thinking of an episode for this week, it was not this at first. It was like I was trying to figure it out, but again, I'm in a funk. Like there's not really much that I can do. Like I'm in a funk. Like, yeah, I understand that, life is hard and life is hard for everybody. So I try not to make it necessarily just about me, but life is hard for everybody. And I understand the economy sucks right now. I understand the job rate is trash right now. I understand you know, we going through a lot as an economy, as a country. That's what I meant. We're going through a lot as a country right now, and the job market sucks. It does. But I I really have no desire to join and clock in for anybody else. I really don't. I'm trying to figure out how to grow the business that is bringing me income consistently, as well as grow NDC Baked Goods and NDC Pod. But I realized, like, I acknowledged probably a day or two before I decided to record this that I am in a funk. Um, and it was probably a day before I decided to record this that I acknowledged that I am in a funk. I've just never really been in this position. I've never really been this down bad. I've I've always had some sort of income. I've always had some type of money coming in. And to be in a position where it is coming, don't get me wrong, but it's not coming to the extent that I'm used to it coming is humbling for sure. Now I want to ask God what I did to be in this position, but I feel like, and this is just me, I know some of my sins. I know some of the things that I've done. And I'm like, okay, if I gotta pay for that, okay. I know I gotta pay for everything I do in this life, but God damn. I do my best not to compare myself, right? Because comparison is a thief of joy. And I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I was like, having money makes life so much easier. I just know it does. Like, and I don't mean like having a steady paycheck. I mean being wealthy, being rich, having money makes life so much easier and so much more fun. Does it come with more problems? Sure. But does it make life more worth living? 100% and there's no way you could tell me it doesn't. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the people that do have money sometimes still don't have the best life. Like, I think it was Robin Williams who committed suicide. And he was, part of our childhood, depending on, what era you grew up in, but he was part of our childhood. Never would have imagined that. Never would have seen that one coming. And there's plenty of other stories like him where people who do have money still choose to leave on their own terms. But I was watching the person that made me say this in particular was Christy. I don't know her last name. I think it's Christy Sarah. I could be wrong. Um, but she's married to Desmond, the chef. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you would know who I'm talking about if you saw them. So maybe I'll insert a clip or a picture of her. Um, and I was just watching her Instagram, and I'm like, now I know that for one, she does get paid to post this, but for two, this is just fun because she has money. Like it's not it's so much life is so much funner when you have money. Like there's you just can't convince me otherwise. Like she dressed up as a chicken to go to Chick-fil-A. You cannot tell me that that is not like top tier. I have money. What's some of the other things that she's done? I can't think on top of my head, but just view her Instagram and you would be like, yeah, baby, having money is just so much fun in life. Like it just makes life so much more fun. And that's what I strive to be. I strive to be like, I'm living a good life. I'm having fun. Like people want you to work so hard for other people. They want you to help build somebody else's dream just so you can come home and barely have enough time for yourself. Like, I don't think people really understand, like, that's not the way life was intended. And I swear to God, growing up, I never thought I'd be one of these people who thought that. Like, but that's really not the way life, like, God intended life to be. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know if I need to be blaming Eve or what, but that's not the way God intended life to be, and that's for sure. I noticed myself, I have been going through a week of just mm, my thoughts are racing. My mind is like, I know y'all know I love my little chat GPT down, okay? I finally talked to chat and I was like, I'm stressed. And chat was like, "What's wrong? Is it the diet? Is it the exercise? Like, what's going on? What are we talking about here?" And I'm like, "I am tired of this air fried chicken. Don't get me wrong. I could eat the broccoli every day, but this air fried chicken, I'm fucking tired of it." But I digress. I said, it's more so just the fact that I am not in a position financially to do anything, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm not in a position financially to keep up with anything. And I don't mean the Joneses. I mean my damn self. Like I be joking with my friends and being like something gonna shake soon and it might be this ass. I'm getting to a point where something might be shaking soon and it might just have to be this ass. I don't look down on strippers. I don't do it now because I ain't got no rhythm. Baby, I don't judge you if you strip because I see how the money come. I don't judge you. What? If I had rhythm? Yeah, I'd be up in that strip club. I might need to go to a white person strip club, but I would be up in that strip club if I had rhythm for sure. But yeah, I just been in a funk. Honestly, I wish I could say I'd be out of it soon. I have been applying for remote jobs, but you know, you can't force anybody to hire you. Just like I can't force y'all to support NDC baked goods, but I'm gonna promote it every chance I get. So, you know, you should go and support NDC baked goods. Um, I'm just saying, you know, you could support NDC baked goods is all I'm saying. So right now I have truly a lot of freedom. I have rich people, wealthy people, money freedom, you know, because I don't clock in for anybody. I don't have to ask anybody for PTO. I don't have to ask anybody to cover a shift for me. I don't have to ask anybody to, you know, work this day while I go on vacation or while I take a mental health break. And I'm queen for that when I got a job. I needs me a mental health break because you're not finna stress me out. That should not count as PT. That should not count against your PTO. Is all I'm saying. I need me a mental health break. And honestly, with my 3 side hustles, 2 of them bringing income, I do try to pay like myself and then keep like a certain amount to just reinvest back in the business because I truly believe in myself. If I don't do anything else in this world, I truly believe in myself. Um I know that it takes time to get to where you want to be, and even though I look on Instagram and I see people who feel like in my mind have blown up overnight, I know they didn't. I know that they put in time, they put in years, they put in work to perfect their craft. And that's basically what I'm doing now. I'm putting in time, I'm putting in work, I'm putting in years to perfect my craft. Now, some of the things that I've baked or have been baking have I've been baking for longer than I can ever say. Um but some of the stuff I'm still like trying to learn. Like I said, I'm trying to learn buttercream. I've never actually done like a red velvet cake that had like the 2 layers. I want to try that. Like I I want to try that. Yeah. That's one of my next like projects I want to tackle. And NDC baked goods does well around the holidays, but I want to make it a year-round thing. Baby, I shouldn't say I don't have any other income because I do. That would be a lie. But I don't have enough any other income. I don't have enough any other income. So I would love for NDC baked goods to thrive year round. That is honestly my goal, and that's why right now I've made the decision in this funk to start practicing like things that people haven't ordered yet, just so that I can know how and can offer that as an option. Because I be seeing on Instagram the little heart cakes with the little glitter on top. I be loving that. Okay. I need to work on my buttercream. I'm sure it's not hard. Like, I really can bake. If you've ever had any of my baked goods, I really can bake. But yeah, so I'm currently in a space right now where I am trying to figure out how to get paid for my business, how to reinvest in my business, how to actually run these two that are currently making money as businesses. Um, because that's the goal. Like, I love what I do. I love baking. I love podcasting. I love whatever I'm doing. But I need consistency. And that would start with me. I do have people who love my baked goods and who continue to support. And again, it's a luxury service, it's not like it's a necessity. You don't need my cookies, but maybe you do. And maybe that's how I should start marketing them. I should start marketing them as a necessity and not a luxury. These are no longer luxury cookies, these are necessities. My services are no longer luxury, they are now necessity. This is not a luxury podcast, this is a necessity. You need to tune in every week. You need to show up every week. You need to be bringing some advertisers, but that's not, that I'll let y'all slide on that one. But, um, yeah, because I want like I just got to figure it out, honestly, because right now I'm in a serious funk and I just don't know how else to explain it. But I know that when I'm doing something like my side hustles or like the podcast or like baking, that I am feeling fulfilled in those moments. That the feeling of that funk is like gone while I'm doing it. And not even necessarily because I know that this is gonna bring income, because sometimes I bake and I have nobody ready to purchase. I just baked it and, you know, that's that. I have nobody ready to purchase, but I I'm trying to figure it out. I'm in a funk. I'm very much in a I don't wanna compare myself to anybody else. Like, I sent somebody on the team this, I think it was, like, this meme, and it was basically, like, sitting in my room trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, like, what the fuck I'm doing with my life. And I was like, I wanna laugh at this so bad, but I can't because it's real life. Like, I'm literally sitting in my room wondering what the fuck it is I'm doing with my life. Like, what are we doing? Again, I don't wanna compare myself because comparison is a thief of joy, but it's hard. It's hard. It's like, damn, everybody around me is inspiring. Everybody around me is inspiring. Everybody around me has their own home. Everybody around me has their own, place, everybody around. That's really just the biggest thing right now for me is probably getting my own my own place. Um, I have dreams, I have aspirations, I have things that of course I would like in my place. Is it gonna work out that way? I don't know. I'm trying to get the consistent income to even be in a place where I can be like, okay, I'm at a space where I can really consider getting my own space. And nothing is like triggering it. Nothing is like there's no hard motivator for that other than me, other than just me wanting it. And I'm that person, when I want something, I go get it. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I know I gotta go get it. I know. I just feel like I'm stagnant right now. I feel like everything and everybody around me is moving but me. And I don't mean moving like city state homes. I just mean like moving in general. And I'm stagnant and I don't like that feeling. And that is partially what also has me in a funk because it's like, what am I doing with my life? When I said that to my friend, when I said that to the team, they were like, "You're doing your best," and I'm just like, "Is my best good enough now? Like, is my best even good enough?" Obviously it's not because it's not getting me where I want to be or where I feel like I should be. So something needs to change between me and my best. I do have a plan to go back to school, and get a degree in a field that will always need people. So I do have a plan to go back and get in the medical field just for the degree, so that I have something to fall back on because again, my plan is to make this work. My plan is to get this podcast going off the ground. I mean, it's off the ground enough to where we've started. We have episodes. We have growth showing from day one to episode this. I don't know what episode this is on top of my head, but to where this episode is, and so there's that. But I just I got to figure it out. I got to figure it out. Life is coming at me fast. Life is coming at me hard. Um and I'm just truly not where I imagined myself to be at this age, at this day, at this place. Like, I just truly never imagined life for me this way. And so I'm trying. I'm hustling between three different jobs, three different sources, three different side hustles. So I'm constantly doing something for one of them, even if it doesn't bring immediate income. Like, I understand that I have to invest in my craft to get where I want to be. As far as podcasting went, I went to school. I took a few video editing classes. I took a film class. Like, I was going to take a podcast class, but your girl ended up losing her job a year and a half ago or so, and couldn't afford that class. But once I can, I do plan to first take those medical classes, and then of course take that when I can, sprinkled throughout. But I just I've been in such a funk that I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get out of it. Um I again love what I do when it comes to NDC. I love NDC. I love NDC baked goods. I love the hustle that does bring me consistent income weekly, but I just need more. Like, if I could get more, I would be all right. I would feel okay. Right now, I feel like I'm in a danger zone. Like, things aren't perfect, but they're okay. And when I say okay, I mean at the bottom of okay. We're not in the middle and we're not at the top. We're at the very bottom of okay. So I have been like I said, trying to practice on my crafts, trying to improve trying to improve every week, every cake, every, cookie, just trying to improve in every aspect when it comes to my businesses. I also will celebrate every small win. That's why I don't post everything we sell, and maybe I should start. Um, but I do celebrate all my small wins. Like the bake sale, celebrated that. Because that was truly just our first time. We got business cards for that. So shout out to my cousin because she paid for those business cards. Um, so we got business cards so we can promote and we can pass out. And going forward, whenever you get an order from NDC, baked goods, we will be giving you a business card because pass these out. Let these people know where you got this from. Yeah. I could also include like a picture of the business card so you guys can see it. I don't think I did before. But yeah, so I'm proud of the bake sale that we participated in. I love things like that. Um I wasn't physically there. I just, baked them, but I like to see my work out, like my work out like that. So yeah, we celebrate the small wins around here, big or small, because in order to appreciate in order to really appreciate the things that I want out of life when I get them, I have to appreciate the struggle that I'm currently in. And honestly, my struggle has been quiet. Like, I'm not loudly struggling. I post on Instagram jokes so you would never know, but you would never know that I am struggling. Um, in whatever way I'm struggling, be it mentally, physically, financially, socially, um, just struggling. But I'm learning to appreciate every small win that we get. I'm learning to appreciate um just everything that we go through in order to be where we are, in order to get where we want to get. Because I do know that it's coming. I do know that my time is coming. I constantly think about that Ice Cube. I think it was Ice Cube quote where he said, if you're not willing to do anything for 5 years for free, then basically just don't even worry about the dream. Don't even think about the dream. And to a certain extent, it's like, damn, 5 years? Like 5 years? That's a long ass time. I gotta struggle for 5 years. But then it's like the time's gonna pass regardless. Are you going to do it doing something that brings you happiness, that brings you joy, that you know is God given for you? Or are you gonna do it? Or are you not gonna do it? Are you gonna continue to and I mean just work for somebody else, build their dream, build their pockets, and then look back on the time and be like, damn, I could have did that. I wasted this amount of time in my life. And it's just like, the way chat told me is I need a bridge job, which is what I'm currently looking for, a bridge job. Something that covers the finances till my shit pops off, till my shit takes off. That's not saying I'm not working, but I just need it till my shit pops off. I'm not here to help you build your dream for the rest of my life. I'm here to build my own, to finance and sustain my own. I unfortunately am one of those people who learn by doing. Gotta touch the stove when the stove is hot. I'm one of those people, and unfortunately, that has obviously bitten me in the ass more times than I can count. And I should learn by now, because how many stories are there of people who go broke chasing their dreams? People who sleep in cars, people who are homeless, people who don't have income. Like, I I think about the Steve Harvey situation where he said he was living in his car doing comedy. And it's like, you really got to struggle for your dream. You really got to struggle for it. And I don't want my struggle to be in vain. Now, do I know that there's 1,000 bakers out there? Yes, I do. I do. Just like I know there's a million podcasters out there. I only got to beat the ones that's quit. I only got to beat the ones that gave up. I only got to beat the ones that's not consistent. And that's what I do. I show up every week. I'm consistent. I I'm here. Like, some days I'm barely here, but I'm here. I remember some people told me that maybe I put out episodes too much. Like, I should cut back, but that kind of cuts back on my dream. Like, I I may not have the most perfect topic every week, and I may not have the most polished episode every week, but every week you're going to get something. Every week you're going to see growth, you're going to see change, you're going to see it doesn't matter what that girl was going through, she ain't give up. And like I said, just right now, I'm in a funk. I'm in a funk that I genuinely and truly would love to get out of. But I know that starts with me. And like I said, I was gonna wait till the weekend get to practicing on stuff that could benefit me, my business, but was like I had to think about it like why wait for the weekend when you don't have a steady 9 to 5 during the week? Like what's to stop you from practicing during the week? I have to be a little bit more selfish with my time, and a little bit more selfish with the things that I choose to engage in. Because although I'm not a, oh, we have to hustle 24/7 type of person, or if it doesn't bring you money, then what are we doing? What are we talking about type of person? Like, I do think that joy can come with or without money. I do think that happiness comes with or without money because there are some people who have not a dime in their pocket and be 10 times happier than me. And I could have theoretically 1,000 dimes in my pocket. I don't know how much money. How much is that? $100. I could have 1,000 dimes in my pocket and they could be happier than me with none. So although I don't think money brings happiness, I do think money brings ease. Money brings softness. And I want the fucking ease. It's not even that I don't want to work for it because genuinely, I'm okay with all of my side hustles. I'm okay for working with what I receive, but I want a softer life. I want an easier life. I want the life that I have now on my own. Like I want to be able to wake up when I want to wake up. Although I wake up at the same time every day, so that's not really a issue for me, but I want to be able to wake up to no alarm. My alarm now is for the gym, but that's fine. Like, this is the life I desire. I just desire it on my own. And I need my businesses to do better. I'm still working out how I'm going to fix that, how I'm going to get that going, but I need my businesses to do better. And especially when it comes to like this funk is purely honestly financial. Okay. If I could get a little bit more consistent income, I probably wouldn't be in as much of a funk. And I know like if you follow me on any of my social medias or if you see me in person, you would be like, but you don't seem to be in a funk. You seem to be like you're living your best life. Okay, and like I just I struggle quietly. Like I know I could have reached out to the team and been like, you know what, I'm in a funk. But I just feel like right now, I don't know. I don't know. Cause like I said, the team told me like you're doing your best. Nobody's like really thriving the way that you think they are. Everybody has their own problems, which I do agree with. Everybody does have their own problems. Everybody has their own like highs, lows. And I'm only watching highlight reels of people on Instagram. Just like for the most part, people are only watching my highlight reels on Instagram. Especially when it comes to business, you guys are only watching my highlight reels. But I just I don't know. I just can't. I'm trying to figure it out. I would love to I would just love to not be in this funk. Cause I really don't feel like it's a depression. I really don't feel like I'm there. I just feel like if I don't figure something else out, if I don't figure something out and soon, it may spiral into a depression. But for now, it's just a funk. It's just what am I not doing that I need to be doing? How can I better perfect the things that I need to perfect? How can I get the things that I need to get going so that we get out of this? Because when I say I've never in my life been in this position, I've never in my life been in this position. I've never in my life been this down bad. Like, at all. Cannot imagine it. Not even when I was in high school and was not working was I ever feeling this down bad. Like, I just don't know how to explain it, but I don't like the feeling that I have right now. I don't like where I'm at right now. It genuinely just does not make me happy. What I'm doing makes me happy. I just have to learn. I have to figure out how to convert what I'm doing that makes me happy to finances so that I can continue doing what makes me happy, but still be able to live and still be able to breathe because that's what it feels like right now. It just feels like I'm suffocating and I I don't want to say I don't have anybody to lean on because I do. I just choose not to. Um I just got to figure it out for me, really. I don't know how, what, when, where, but I do need to figure it out for me, and it needs to damn near be ASAP because it needs to damn near be ASAP. This funk I am in, I don't allow it to stop anything. I overthink it. It does to a certain extent cause me to overthink things, but it does not stop anything. I'm still going to the gym. I'm gonna start practicing on buttercreams. I'm gonna start practicing frostings. Like, it doesn't stop anything. It just doesn't, how do I put this? It doesn't stop anything. It just doesn't give me security that I'm looking for. It doesn't give me happiness. This funk just doesn't, it can be dragging, but it doesn't stop anything. I am resilient enough to know that hard times don't last. Um, what is that scripture? Weeping. Basically, you may cry all night, but joy comes in the morning. I don't know the scripture for sure, but I will. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna leave it down here so that y'all can really like look into that. But yeah, weeping may endure through the night or something like that, but joy will come in the morning. I'm holding on for my joy. I'm holding on for my joy because I know it's coming. Um I know it's coming. I know like the things that I have planned. I have a lot of things in my head that run through like what I can do for NDC, what I can do for NDC baked goods, what I can do for my other business. And it's just like I got to get it together. These plans, they got to come together. Um I yeah. I refuse to let this funk be the end of it for me, but I got to get out of it for sure. Um yeah. So this week we don't have a Reddit. I will get back to Reddits next week. That is my promise. This week just it was one of those weeks that I just needed to explain or I needed to get out of my head. Um maybe because maybe expressing it is going to give me that that breath of okay, I acknowledged I was in a funk. I went and told these people I was in a funk. Although they can't really do anything for me, it just lets it be known like I'm in a funk, but I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best. I'm not giving up. Um, I'm being real. I'm being open. I'm being authentic. And again, not every day is gonna be good. Not every day is gonna be good, but I am showing up in my funk. Um, so if I can show up, y'all can show up. And again, comparison is thief of joy, so don't compare yourself to me. But I am trying to motivate. If I can show up, you can show up. And if you're watching this, you did show up. So if you can show up for me, you can show up for you. That's all I'm saying. If I can show up for y'all, I can show up for me. And that's kind of what I'm trying to get at with myself. Like, I show up for NDC pod every week. We rarely miss a week. I show up for NDC pod every week. This funk, it cannot stop anything. I will not allow it to. I just gotta figure things out. I don't necessarily always tell my friends that I'm in a funk because I don't want to feel like a burden. And that's, I know, something I have to get out of my own head. But again, people have their own lives. People are going through their own stuff. People, all my friends be in relationships. So they also got that to deal with. If they don't have kids, if they don't have the husband or the wife, then they got something going on for themselves, and I just don't want to be an added burden. Like, nah, you can't be there just for the fun stuff. Don't get me wrong. You do have to be there for some of the hard, to appreciate or to even experience the fun with your girl. But yeah, I'm trying, y'all. I would like to say by the time this episode is aired, I will have a buttercream that I will have tried, but I probably won't. I have a lot to do this week. I have a side hustle that I need to attend to. I have a dentist appointment I need to go to. I have a lot going on this week. And so it won't be, but I think I will start it the day this releases. So October 1st, I will start learning buttercream and trying to practice that. Um oh, before I let you guys go, because we are getting close on time. I have still been doing my chicken and broccoli every day. I have been doing it consistently for over 50 days, I want to say at this point. And when I tell you I'm tired, I'm tired. This chicken can go. And it's not even that I don't like chicken or that I'm fed up with chicken, because if you throw a chicken quesadilla in my face, I'm gonna tear it up. If you throw some fried chicken in my face, I'm gonna tear it up. If you throw some party wings in my face, all flats, because I am an all flats girl. If you throw some all flats in my wings, I'm gonna fuck them up. I am just tired of air fried chicken. I am tired of the way I'm making it every day. Is it good? Sure. Sure. But I'm so over it that it's ridiculous. I can eat the broccoli though. I'm surprisingly not fed up with broccoli, but the chicken, it can go. It can go straight to hell. That air fried chicken goes straight to hell at this point. I'm tired. And I might make some goddamn chicken wings at this point just to cut the monotony of things. But air fried chicken can really go straight to hell at this point. It truly can. That's the only little update I got regarding this little birthday weight that I plan to drop. I hope you guys see it in the video though. I hope y'all see that I'm slimming down in these videos. Uh, yeah, I hope y'all see I'm slimming down in these videos. As far as the next episode, I don't know what the topic's gonna be. I can't even tell you guys if I'm bringing out my business again or what. Honestly, this was a not even a last minute topic or a last ditch effort. It was just, I was literally contemplating on what to record for the longest. And this came to me as, like I said, a day or two before recording it. I think it was like a day. And I was just like, you're really in a funk. Like, cause I'm brainstorming ideas and I'm talking to the team and I'm like, nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I like that, but not for this week. I like that, but not, I'm not feeling it this week. And it's just like, that's the episode. Like, you're in a funk. And you can't ask these people to come and be authentic with you if you can't be authentic with them. Shit, you done already got on the show and damn near cried. You done already got on the show and tell these people you deal with depression, like, and anxiety. Girl, go ahead and let these people know you're in the funk. Now, there's nothing they can do for you in this moment. There's nothing they can do for you in this moment but continue to speak it over you and pray that you get out of that funk. But let these people know that you are in a funk, because that's honestly a part of life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys have any ideas on how to get out of this funk, you can let me know. Drop it in the comments. And let me know what you're thinking. How you think, if you have any ideas on what works for you. It may or may not work for me. I may or may not try it. We'll see. But I'm definitely down to, engage and hear what you guys have to offer. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope that you guys turn that bell notification on, so that you're notified anytime we drop a new video, as well as, I'll see y'all here next week. Hopefully not in the funk, but I don't know. We'll see. I also hope that you guys tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to pull up, because they're going to enjoy it. They're going to love it here, just like you do. And I'll see you guys in next week's episode. Bye.